Welcome to Rita's Room. I'm Rita, and this is my room, your spiritual electronic salon, where we do the exercise of staying awake. Each week, we work with affirmations, a meditation, and breathing in that we are enough. And this is the second of the second part of a trilogy of passages. And this week's focus is kindness. Last week we worked with joy, and in this segment we're going to be working with kindness, and we're going to enter the cave of kindness and learn how we can spread positive energy into the world, which begins with this week's affirmations. I spread positive energy into the world. Giving freely to others feels wonderful. I am becoming more and more considerate. I exercise compassion through my words and actions. Okay, so this is Rita's Room. Welcome to our little passage journey. We're doing this passage on our way to home. We keep moving from the ego-based physical belief system of the ego, fear, lack, indecision, doubt, and we're moving from that ego-based reality of the third dimension into the fifth dimension. And we're taking this passage as 12 segment, 12 module, call it what you will, passage. And it began with emerging, and that was the beginning of the first module. This is the second part of a trilogy, and we worked with joy last time, and now we're working with kindness. And then we're going to do love, and then we're going to do patience. That's going to complete the 4. And you know, we have this nice 12 that we're working with. It's just like the archetypes and the astrological charts, and how we all work with that on a regular basis. We keep moving around that circle. Sometimes we're working with the inner child, sometimes our inner adolescent comes out. But you know, the more and more aware of this we become, the more we can exercise compassion through our experiences of reality with everything that we do. So I like to do the affirmations 3 times, and I like to do Hatha every week. Hatha is about self-esteem. So let's work with Hatha. Inhale deeply. I have enough. Exhale fully. I am enough. Inhale deeply. I do enough. Exhale fully. I achieve enough. Inhale deeply. I have enough. Exhale fully. I am enough. Inhale deeply. I do enough. Exhale fully. I achieve enough. And one more time. Inhale deeply. I have enough. Exhale fully. I am enough. Inhale deeply. I do enough. Exhale fully. I achieve enough. All right, and that is Hatha, and we all love Hatha. So last week we worked with joy, and we worked with redefining history from the physical body, the earth. This week we're going to enter the cave. We're looking for kindness here, and you know, I'd like that we do this because it's giving us harmony, it's giving us wholeness, and that's the thing that we work with. Wholeness. So we're going to enter the cave of kindness. We're working with air, the mental, so that we can change the way we think into more kindness, to be able to express more kindness and put it out into the world. So let's go ahead and say our affirmations. I spread positive energy into the world. Giving freely to others feels wonderful. I am becoming more and more considerate. I exercise compassion through my words and actions. So I would like to exercise some gratitude to Sutton and Ben, and I want to applaud Ben because he picks out these wonderful backgrounds for our affirmations, just, kind of tapping into the focus or the meditation. And this week we were entering the cave. We're going to be entering the cave of kindness, and I think I just love this background picture. It really feels like an entrance into another time and space that's going to give us the ability to tap into kindness in our interactions in the world. And that is wonderful, because if we can be kind to ourselves and to each other, what else is there? So we're doing this together every week on Reader's Room. We're going to do a meditation, entering the cave. We're going to find out what it is that we are really all about. And each week we find out more and more and more and more. And every time, I know that so many of you are going to my website, because we have all of these shows on the website. They're uploaded, and we have them as featured videos so that you see them on Facebook, that they're out there. We changed the featured video, which is on the first page of the website, but we have an archive, and I know that hundreds and thousands of people are going to the website every single week, and that people go every day. They just pick one. You don't need a prerequisite here, so I want to remind you of that. So let's take a deep breath and relax, and ask yourself how you can have more kindness in your life. Because kindness is like an herb. It's something that's going to give you, actually it's one of the knightly virtues. So we all want to be knights. We all want to be sirs and lords and ladies. So find kindness. So ask yourself, before we go into, as we're going into the meditation, where you would like to see more kindness in your life. Maybe in others towards you, and also in how you treat yourself and how you treat others. So take a deep breath, and let's go into this week's meditation. And we're going to count down. We're going to count down from 5, feeling more and more relaxed. More and more relaxed. 5, 4, 3, working with friendship and intimacy. 2, going in to see how you can be a better friend to yourself and to others. And 1, 1, 1. Being in a very safe place now, a place where you can just really let your hair down, a place where you can just strip yourself from all of your inhibitions, from all of the things that tie you up in knots. Just unwrap yourself. You're looking in the mirror, you're in this safe place, you're in your cottage, you're on the beach, and you're looking in the mirror, and you can see that you are tied up in knots. So just untie them, just take a quick zipper and take off that robe, take off that mask, take off all of that fear about being seen, about being known, about who you are, the paranoia that runs through your body, the fear of saying the wrong thing, the fear of saying the wrong thing, doing the wrong thing, having the wrong attitude. In your place of business, where you go every day and spend so many hours with so many different people. When you're on the subway, every person on that subway is your friend and your intimate, for you are now a friend to yourself.
You are now an intimate to yourself. You can be vulnerable. You can expose yourself in a way that lets the world know that your goal, that your desire, that your focus is love, that your soul's desire is love, to give and to receive love. And here you are in this huge library. Now you have taken the step out of your safe place, and it's taken you to this huge library. That's right, a big, huge library. It's very futuristic. It looks like it's something from another planet. And there are people here. There are people at desks with books opened. There are people at computers looking through the computer data. There is a guardian. There is a librarian. There is you. Three, working with friendship and intimacy. Two, going in to see how you can be a better friend to yourself and to others. And one.
Okay, so we entered the cave of kindness. You know, we're doing this work. It's very, very powerful because as we heal ourselves, as we pray together, that's what we're doing in these meditations, we heal our fellow human beings. We heal our beloved earth together. So let's put our soul to work as we're doing this in this series of passages that we're taking together and release our sense of isolation, release who we weren't, and embrace who we truly are. And that's what we do here every week. So I'd like to invite you to my website and to check out the archives, because if you're feeling under the weather in some way, shape, or form, if you're not in harmony, if you're feeling dis-ease in your life, then pick out, ask the universe to help you pick out, ask your higher self to help you pick out one of the shows in the meditation, in my archives. They're all there, and there's lots of other things too. If you want to do a standalone Hannah, it's there for you. So that's Rita's Room, and thewisewomanway.tv is the website. So, all right, so we entered the cave, we're working with our mental, and we're in the south, and we're working with air, the element of air. And I'd like to look at this week's quote. So let's go ahead and look at this week's quote. All right, you cannot live a perfect day without doing something for someone who will never be able to repay you. Wow, John Wooden. So thank you. And you know, the definition of kindness, helpfulness towards someone in need without any sense of a return for anything, the kindness that you, so that quote kind of speaks to that. And again, kindness was one of the knightly virtues, you know. Camelot. You know, this is a cosmic truth that we are all one, that we're all connected. So we want to keep that connection in a soulful way, in a loving way, in a way that feels good about ourselves and about those that we interact with. All right. So do you feel isolated? Do you feel loneliness? You know, is that a part of your MO in a sense? So let's go ahead and say this week's affirmations again. I spread positive energy into the world. Giving freely to others feels wonderful. I am becoming more and more considerate. I exercise compassion through my words and actions. All right, so you're going to have a wonderful time with kindness. You're going to be working in a place of knowing that you can be a kinder, more loving person. And we're going to look forward to working with patients and the Caring Cube as we close out. But first, we're going to be working with love. So I'm happy to be here every week. You know, I get that we're making changes. I know that I am in my life. I know that I hear from you, those of you that I hear from, that you're making changes. And that's all that we really have to do. There's nothing big that we have to do. There's no beating down the drums or, you know, working on picket lines. All we really need to do is change the way we think. And that's going to change our reality. And the world is going to be a better place because of you. And I love you. This is Rita. I love you. And I'll see you next time.
And the fear fades away.